Welcome to the Indigo League, where trainers grow and bond with their Pokemon to become the very best and prove themselves unbeatable.
We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fall, because we are unbeatable.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, and thank you guys so much for joining us on today's episode of Unbeatable. I already said thank you for joining us, but once again, thank you for joining us. I am having a time of it because this is the third episode in a row we've recorded today, and we're chilling.
not so unbeatable anymore.
We're not so unbeatable. No, one of us is now very beatable.
In 3 weeks, none of us have changed clothes.
Not very.
We all
Not
stink.
let's not hyperbolize.
Yeah, it turns out Coryne
Guys,
confirmed weakest member of the
I'm about
trio.
to disappoint
We did find out.
I will
all of
fuck
our
you
all
up.
of our fans. I will no longer be. I will be beatable by this episode. I'm calling it now.
Matt has been saying, "Man, I'm gonna lose this fight" the whole time. So we'll see.
Matt
It's
has
been-
no
it's
faith.
been-
Come on.
I
Oh,
can't wait for Matt to have to remake Moving over my the head. title the theme song. We are beated.
That song is locked in. All my music files got deleted, so
That's true.
we're
That did
sticking with
happen.
what
We don't
got.
have the
We're not
ability to edit
changing
that song
anything.
anymore without rebuilding it from
That
scratch.
is it.
Do it all from
We
scratch.
do not have the technology. I will not rebuild it.
That's incredible.
Okay.
Lock
Getting
Invisible.
into today's episode, we did have our first loss, as we were talking about. Coryne Willows did have our first, not the first time anyone has lost a battle in this campaign, but the first public-facing official match loss. And Coryne, you have had this moment where you've come back and you've talked to the Pokeball of your starter Myrtle, your War Turtle. And you kind of clip it back to the side of your belt and you start stepping forward and you see that somebody else is actually walking up the tunnel to go past you for their match. Very quickly you recognize the 6'2", wide-shouldered statue of Billy Harrison. Currently considered the favored to win the tournament. Younger brother of Elite Four member Brock. All around kind of badass trainer. He's wearing this sort of lighter dress shirt and green slacks. And it's kind of unbuttoned 2 or 3 buttons with a white tank top underneath.
Yeah.
And he walks up and he actually goes to go past you, and there's that moment where he notices you and you kind of I don't want to speak for you, but from what you had said at the end of last session, you seem to have a bit of resolve on your face, right?
Very much so.
Yeah. As you go by, he goes, "That was a really good battle."
Thank you. Good luck, though I don't think you need it.
Good luck is always appreciated, but your Pokemon, she did a lot of good work.
So continue to do so.
You impressed a lot of people today, is the last thing he says before he continues to walk past. Anyway, from everybody else's perspective, Billy Harrison will then continue onto the arena where we will get into the specifics of his battle in a second. But I see Coryne is having a minor freak out moment.
You just met the
Coryne-
main character of Unbeatable.
Yeah, you did meet the main character.
For
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
My God.
But as you sort of start heading up to the stands, there's a moment where you get up and your friends begin to notice you. The other two of you notice that Coryne has made it up to the stands. What is the face that Coryne is presenting to her friends upon getting up there?
I feel like as Coryne was, walking out of the tunnel and after meeting Billy Harrison, Coryne is kind of just in a shell shock moment and there's nothing on her face, but as soon as she notices her friends, she kind of looks at them and then she just kind of shrugs and she goes, hey. Yeah, that
High
was
fives
tough.
and hugs are rad.
Yeah.
That was clutch, though. That could have gone
That
either
was
way.
so
in
close.
fairness.
You had to have seen it. We saw it from here.
Yeah.
You saw the legs shake. It was milliseconds away from just falling out and passing out just from exhaustion. You would have had it. You guys did a great job. Myrtle, if you can hear me, good job. And Beatrix, you honestly, I've never seen a more sassy Beedrill than you. So congrats on that.
Very fair. It's very fair. Yeah, that was a wild one. I feel and I know we were so close. I could have done a couple things a little differently, and I feel like I could have won, but the learning moment. On to
isn't
the
every
next.
moment.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the mentality to have. See, this is all just pomp and circumstance, and win or lose, this is all just for fun, right, everybody?
Every other
It's the
person in
crowd,
your
really.
row gives you a disapproving look. It's like incorrect
No,
and wrong.
I kind of look at you and I go, "Are we saying this for you?"
I'm just saying it in general. This is all like, if everyone's two in their head, this is all just for fun. We're having fun here. And plus, we already did the thing we needed to for Vasco, so like, this is all just extra credit, right?
This is true.
Right? I think, yeah.
This is true. I would agree.
We're good.
At the mention of Vasco, I don't know who's sitting around us. Is anybody turning?
Everyone in the crowd goes, Vasco.
Vermilion would definitely note and look a little sketched out considering everything that you guys know about Vasco. But like, people talking about Vasco sponsorships at a Vasco sponsored event is not necessarily like the most out of place thing. Because remember, this entire tournament is being put on by Vasco. It is Seafoam City Double Battles tournament presented by Vasco. This is Vasco sponsored this entire fucking arena and city. Like, they're a pretty common name to throw around.
Are you nervous? Are you ready?
Seeing that Gyarados and Shelgon, I one had to have my dad explain to me what a Shelgon was, because that was a new Pokemon that I've not seen before. And Gyarados, I'm pretty familiar with Gyarados, so that wasn't as like nerve-wracking. It's different seeing it blue, but I mean, aside from that, nothing that like that's just Gyarados. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to meet Peri and have a good battle.
This is a question for Seth. Does Seth's physicality match what he said, or is there like sweaty palms and some finger twitching? Or...
It's not necessarily sweaty palms, but definitely like the fidgety, like bouncing from like foot to foot of like the like I need to get this energy out and just be done with it, because I didn't expect to get as far as I've gotten, and I'm just waiting to just like let the adrenaline just fall out for me. So I'm not running on borrowed time, but I'm definitely running on something. I just gotta figure out what it is.
As you guys are talking at this moment, I actually, Gavin, if I remember correctly, you're actually going to skip out on this match because you're going to go heal your Pokemon at Pokemon Center.
Yeah, Coryne, I'm glad you got a good outlook on it. It's a really good fight. I need to hop off. I just need to go and get my guys healed up for the next battle. And I'm gonna
you're not done.
I'm gonna get Bowie on Seth's phone to video call me so I can watch the thing on my phone while I go to the
well, while you're doing that, like once you've departed, can you roll me a spot hidden check, please, Gavin?
Ooh, I believe that's a D20.
It's storming near me. Give me a second.
Spot hidden. Yeah, int. That is plus my badges. That's a 16.
As you step out and like kind of start heading towards the exit, you see that Vermilion has also like Irish goodbye'd the rest of the group. Because Vermilion's battle is actually up next before Seth's battle. And Vermilion is headed down to go do anything. This is your opportunity if you'd like to say or do anything, but if you want to let them just go do their thing, that is also fair.
I'm gonna let them do their thing.
No, this is Gavin's ability. They've snuck away from the rest of you.
I don't see
go
shit.
Fuck
You're
yourself,
right.
Kenna.
God damn. Who am I?
Yeah, who am I?
I'll just go Vermilion, and then when they turn, I'll be back in time for your fight, and I run off.
And they go, get snacks! Like while you're running. They've already torn through like the giant bag that they were given earlier today. They eat so much and weigh nothing, and it's so frustrating.
It's an incredible.
You know what
skill.
I mean? They're so skinny, but they eat so much. Okay, Gavin, you head out to go get your Pokemon ready, though you will be back by the time of the end of Billy's match. So as Billy and Garnet's fight has begun, and remember this is Garnet Follow. This is the person who'd used the Sableye and Rapidash in a previous match. It is that thing where you see this sort of like resigned spite almost in Garnet's face as she is up against Billy Harrison. Like it's like that thing of like, you know you're gonna fight, or you know you're gonna lose the fight, So you're gonna fight as hard as you can, so you don't go out, as Gavin put it in his match, like a bitch.
Hey man, don't go out like a bitch.
And there's this moment where you know that going into it, she had a fire type, Rapidash. So when Billy reveals that he is not using his steel type Steelix, it makes a little bit more sense. As he is going to go ahead and release his ace, his Rhyperior, which doof, the orange like stone plating all up the arms and the cannon like hands out with the claws on either side. But this time, instead of releasing the massive Steelix from its Pokeball, he throws the Pokeball up into the air and it releases a Pokemon into the sky as you see this massive, it's almost like if a dragon was made of rock and closer to a pterodactyl, as this like Aerodactyl appears out of the ball. This rock flying type appears in the sky. The Sableye from Garnet once again appears, but instead of the Rapidash, there is a large Vileplume, a grass type, which means that Garnet has a little bit of a shot. I'm going to be honest. Not a ton of a shot, because as the battle begins, it is very obvious that both Rhyperior and Aerodactyl are much stronger than Vileplume. Vileplume starts to hit with multiple Leech Seeds, multiple different things, and you notice that Sableye, for anyone who keeps track, who's trying to keep tabs on Sableye, like will disappear every once in a while, and it'll like take like some of the Leech Seeds and like pop them onto the back of the different Pokemons, like trying to be very sneaky and like like moving between place to place. But Sableye's like large like red gem will every once in a while just like glimmer in the light and you'll be able to catch it. It is one of those things where Vileplume is taken out so quickly by like heavy slams and aerial aces and like all of these things. It's just
like
fucking
the one thing that can kill us. Yeah, you're done.
Fight back. And it gets to the point where Sableye gives them a little bit of trouble just from like how hard it is to hit. But Sableye is gone pretty quickly. This is not a long fight. And Gavin is just barely getting back up the steps from dropping off his Pokemon by the time that Vermilion starts going up, because Billy just absolutely manhandled Garnet.
Damn.
We're back in time. Vermilion's about to go on, and you brought snacks. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is great.
Sorry, I missed the. I've got snacks. I've got my phone balanced on the snacks where I've been watching
on the snacks,
the thing.
You were watching it on the way back,
holding it down with my chin.
Yep.
That was a crazy fight.
Pauses because you actually like nose touch it. Yeah. Yeah. All of you getting up in the stands as the fourth member of your little group is going up. Vermilion is still in that like red and black leather jacket with like the red crop top underneath, and they're stepping out. As they step up, their opponent is Raphael Tran, who, if you remember correctly from the previous battles, Raphael was rocking a Victory Bill and a Muck in the previous battles. As Raphael drops his Pokemon, it is now a Muck and a Graveler. Swapped out the Victory Bill for Graveler. But obviously, Vermilion is going with Zippo and Gerber, given that Vermilion's only other Pokemon is currently a Cocoon. This battle for Vermilion does give them some trouble. Almost immediately, the Graveler begins digging under the field, and Zippo that would be a death sentence for Zippo to follow. So it is down to Gerber to be able to get down into the ground and go after that Graveler. But Gerber is also better suited for fighting Muck because Gerber is immune to basically all of Muck's attacks as a steel type. So it's that thing where Gerber's having to spin a lot of plates, whereas Zippo is able to.
Zippo's just like.
It's like, I flew up. I hear.
Tell me what to do.
But is able to
just stay there. Don't do anything.
Is able to use some flamethrowers to eventually get a burn on Muck, and Muck is able to slowly get taken care of. It is that Graveler that gives them both trouble going underground. They are having to strike through Earth, which means they are using the full obscurement rule. Apologize. So it takes them like several hits to eventually get to it. But it is one of those times when Gerber gets down under and is able to just get some good fucking hits in. And eventually Vermilion is able to take out Raphael. And Vermilion is going to be going to, I believe that was their top 16, so they're about to go to top 8.
Ooh, let's go!
So
let's fucking go, dude.
That's very cool. But as Vermilion's battle is beginning to wrap up, it is that thing, Seth, where you know it is now your turn.
Gross. Disgusting. Why don't we play Pokemon? Okay. Yeah.
Why
so
do we
I think
play Pokemon?
I'll stand up
Play
from
balls
the stands and hug all my family and just give them all the
Hug my
the-
family.
excitement. Well, I'm just
Are
like,
you
I'm
gonna
going,
die?
goodbye.
It's
Yeah.
like you're going to the executioner's fucking stand.
Jesus.
But yeah, I'll start heading down to the locker room area, and I'll have Bowie on my shoulder, and then as I'm getting ready to walk towards the stage before, like, once everything's clearing out and stuff, I'm going to kind of give my little pep talk and say, all right, guys, I have my hand on Bowie's head on my shoulder, and then my other hand resting on my Pokeballs on my hip, and I'll say, we've gotten as far as we needed to, really, and I'm glad we've gotten this far, and we're gonna keep going as much as we can. But again, we're here for fun. Don't push yourselves further than you need to, and do your best. I can't be prouder than you. And we're gonna try some new stuff. So, are you guys ready? Are you feeling good?
And you're saying
Bowie,
this
how are
to
you?
just Bowie or to all of your Pokemon?
I'm saying it to my whole team, but
To your whole
Bowie
team,
is
all
the
three
one
of them?
that's here,
Okay.
but my hand is on my Pokeballs on my.
Okay.
my-
Go ahead and
yeah.
roll me a charm check.
Oh, let me see. What die is that? Yeah. It's a 1.
Oh, okay, you're not gonna get
Plus
a friendship to each of your Pokemon.
other stuff.
Sorry.
Other stuff.
Oh.
I wish I could have.
I was about to give you a friendship to all your Pokemans.
I
I'm
know,
so
that would have been
sorry.
so cool. That would have been so.
This would have been
dope.
so cool. Too bad that dice are in this game and it's not just us
Yeah.
telling fan fiction.
Why do we roll dice?
Yeah, so you've got all 4 of your Pokeballs on your hip, and
So
you
I will. I think as I get closer towards the stage, I will have Boo on my shoulder, and then I'll wait for the other person before I describe further stuff.
So yeah, you go ahead and step out, and then once again you see that Peri is stepping out. You saw you kind of scoped out Peri earlier during her earlier battle. She's got that like blouse on with the vest over it and the hair back in a ponytail, and she's stepping out and she gives you kind of like a not cold because that would require like some sort of like emotion. It's more like just sort of like a nonplussed like nod, like very professional.
I'd like to call out from over there because obviously it's loud, but I think being as close as you are, you can kind of hear it.
Mhm.
I'll say, Peri, it's nice to meet you. I've seen your other great team you got. I've only seen 2 of them so far, but we'll probably see more. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna try and push my Pokemon to like their absolute limit, but I am gonna give you a run for your money if possible. So if you're willing to have fun during this, because obviously you may succeed further than I will in this tournament. Do you want to just let our Pokemon fight until they feel like they don't want to fight anymore?
There's a long look. You're gonna roll me another charm roll.
Yeah. Let me pull my bullshit.
You can make this a persuade roll.
Let
if
me
you'd
pull
like.
my bullshit.
I don't know if you have any ranks in persuade, but yeah, okay. Man, you're on your bullshit
Take
so
an
often. You
advantage.
should fucking get some ranks in persuade.
You really should.
Roll the same thing. Consistency. That is a 4.
4. Okay. Also, Matt, I know that we're nowhere near this. When you get your second archetype, you should totally choose Ace Trainer just so that you can get the adding your badges again to charm rolls.
Yeah. So what I'm asking specifically from
Mhm.
this is what I'm trying to convey is that I'm here to battle and spend time with my Pokemon. I've done what I needed to out of this tournament, so I'm still
Okay.
competing in the tournament and being a person of competition. But I am not going to push my Pokemon more than they need to, and that translates to I'm not planning to use any friendship with the fight. Whatever happens, happens. If they want to do the same, that's on them. Because if they don't, they have more friendship to carry on to the next battle. Because if they win, they win. But if they
Mhm.
don't, it's just a battle, and that's all I'm trying to convey. Because I don't want to push my Pokemon more than they need to be.
Let me
pushed.
roll their D4. Their charm.
That's crazy.
Interesting. Honestly, I can appreciate the strat.
Okay. You see that there is like Harry like kind of like thinks it over a second and just simply gives you a look like just a simple nod, no extra emotion, no
There's a
extra
moment where
anything.
Seth is just like, that worked. Whoa,
That
all right.
worked.
I didn't expect. Like,
All right,
it's
so
the thing
Matt
of
and I
you
are
getting
playing without friendship
This
this
is
game.
much more of a like
Oh
an
my
emotional thing of like,
God.
ooh,
Ooh, this is gonna
that
be a
was just
short
me.
fucking
That's-
fight. You guys
yeah.
ready
talking.
for this?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. Cool.
No.
All right.
Ballsy.
Cool.
No
I
matter
think
what
we're-
happens, it's gonna be a short fight.
I think we're good. Yeah, that's why I'm excited
Yeah.
for it, because that's the exciting thing of it. It's like, yes, I
Yeah.
could lose, but like there's a
Yeah.
chance that like they're risking something, and I think that's what I'm hoping
that
that they
you've
enjoy
just
out of
changed my entire strategy because I'm not gonna do any setup turns now. It's just gonna be go.
it. Yeah, right. That's yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
You don't want to
So,
battle for an hour and a half?
I like battling for an hour. And a half.
I
Fuck
like.
you.
I don't want to edit for an hour and a half.
Fair.
I want to edit for an hour and a half. I want
Oh
to
yeah,
edit as
you don't want
quickly
to
as
edit
possible.
for ever. Okay.
I don't want to
This
edit
is
for a
Matt's
whole
new
workday.
strat
So
for real
after
life
this
is
whole-
any game
keep
that
going.
he's editing, speedrun.
Speedrun.
Yeah.
Speedrun.
Guys,
Speedrun
odd
it.
numbers, speedrun episodes.
Speedrun episodes. As we get into this, the ref, because this is a higher level of tournament, allowed you guys to have this thing and like waited and then gave his spiel after you guys like came to this. At this point, he's gonna go, all right, trainers, 3, 2, 1, begin. And you're gonna toss out some Pokeballs. I'm gonna tell you what they're tossing out, and then we'll get to you because we're gonna do a scene.
I'll
with you,
take
I
care
think.
of my part. Yeah.
Okay. So they immediately, you see that familiar Shelgon boom, hit the
Dang it!
ground. That you recognize from last turn. And then the other Pokemon that drops is one that I know that Burrty has had some interactions with, as a 6-foot tall mass of vines. As a Tangrowth appears on the field as well.
Ooh,
Have
that's
fun.
good.
Yeah, you came in with
Good.
you've been doing water ground for literally the whole tournament, so of course
Mhm.
she's playing her grass type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Of course she's. I don't know what she's got.
Yeah,
What
no,
am
of
I
course she's
supposed
playing
to
her grass
do?
type. I know what she's got.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Anyway.
How didn't you
Um,
see this
you
that's
coming,
not
man,
the-
you idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
okay.
fucking idiot.
I'll
If
say
you bought the
okay,
list.
well, let's. Yeah, I'm not gonna play into your game.
Mm.
Okay. So I'll see. I'll see those Pokemon go out and say, "Ooh, cool. That's okay. Well, there goes that." I'll reach over to my my belt and I'll throw out one Pokeball, and you're gonna see Richter pop out in his little Gibble cute form, and then I'll keep my hand over onto Bowie on my shoulder, but then I'll reach to my belt and I'll pull red Pokeball from my hip, and I'm gonna throw out my newer Pokemon that I've acquired during our downtime that no one noticed that I had.
No one talked about it, but
That's
he
chilling
totally got
in
it.
In a little Cherish Ball. So you'll see it kind of cut back to when Seth was spending all of his time in the Vosco laboratories working with the fossil type Pokemon
Mm-hmm.
that were there. I believe it was what's his name that was assisting with me. Jeremy, yes. Was going
Jeremy
through some newer type fossils that came in, and it flashed back to something that had occurred with my sister, where she had given me a box, and I was like, "Oh, Jeremy, we got new fossils in." That reminded me, my sister gave me something, and I was hoping you might be able to help me get this squared away.
Oh, yeah.
And
100%.
we open up the box, and you see this fossil that has these like vines and these like really deep-seated like ocean like minerals that are like tucked in there. So it's not much, but I mean, can you do much with it? She got it from Hoenn.
This is a root fossil. Yeah, I've restored these
It is.
before. This is gonna be okay. I don't think I'm gonna restore this to an egg. Do you want to restore this to maybe what it was at before it died?
We could do that.
Yeah. I mean, we normally do eggs because they train better, but
I've
kinda have
only
a
been here
tournament
for a
coming
week.
up next week.
So yeah, that would be let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's
if
do
that's
that.
an option for sure. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Um,
And 3 hours later, you want to describe what comes out?
Yeah, so with the Pokemon coming out of the trying to pull up my little page descriptor I had for it. We'll let this
While you're
get
pulling that
to
up, I want to
there.
let everyone know in the audience, there was a moment that not a single person across the Discord, the YouTube comments, the Patreon, nothing, has ever mentioned that Seth's sister went, hey, I have a present for you. Handed him a box, and we never had a scene where we opened it
Oh
once.
my god.
We
What
never
the
talked about
fuck,
what it
dude?
was.
Okay,
And that was
okay,
an
okay.
accident. I had intended to say what it was in that episode, but we got distracted by Ollie getting waffles or some shit. And we
So
just
it'll
didn't
cut
talk about what
to-
it was.
It'll
I
cut
don't think
to
we
back
get
at
distracted
the actual
guys.
tournament, and you're gonna see a purple and pink Pokemon with yellow circles and rings kind of around its base, with pink tendrils coming out of it. Looks like a chalice a little bit, and then a dark hole at the top of the chalice with 2 yellow eyes that are glowing. And affixed to those eyes, you're gonna see some glasses that are attached to them, a power lens that are goggled up onto the little black form's face.
I wondered why you got that.
And you're gonna see Seth kind of like walk up to the Pokemon and just adjust the goggles and be like, "All right, buddy, you good? They're not too tight. They're looking okay." As you see a Lileep.
Yeah.
All right, good, buddy. Cool. So again, like we said, we're not trying to go super hard. Do your best. I'm happy for you to be a part of the team. So let's go ahead and let's weigh anchor. Anchor.
For the-
Let's go.
for-
Ha!
Way anchor. As
His name
anchor,
is
you're
Anchor!
Lily. I'm
Why is
so
it called
sorry,
Anchor?
editor. Because it's gonna be to anchor the team. We'll get there. Also, it's a sea urchin Pokemon, so it like sticks to
It's
the
the
bottom
sea
of the
lily.
ocean. Yeah.
Okay.
But like as that happens, you see as the two of you who are in the crowds, immediately Seth's sister is like, yes, and Finn is like, he didn't tell me he revived it yet. As Anchor goes, it's kind of like got like a weird like little slur to it because it doesn't have a real mouth. Its head is kind of its mouth. But as
Well, I
the
feel like its
battle's
head
gonna
is
begin,
it's inside the little cup thing, and the rest of it's just all.
yeah, it's just
extra.
kind of all doing its thing. Let's roll some speed dice to get into this fucking battle that's gonna go so quick. We say,
Speed from
Yep.
me.
yep.
Actually, Richter's kind of fast.
Both of mine are
okay.
D6s,
I have a D6 and a D4.
and I rolled the same number for both of them.
Gross. I'll do anchor first. Okay, cool. So we have for Richter, I rolled a 5, so that's going to be 8 for Richter. And then for anchor, that is going to be a 6.
Okay, sounds good. So it's gonna be both of the other Pokemon and then your Pokemon, because both of them rolled 10s. I rolled 3s on both the dice, and they both.
That's
had
the way I
+7.
want to see it.
Okay. So, do you have any priority moves to declare as we begin the first round of combat?
Dog, what are you asking me right now? No.
Okay. So as you immediately see these Pokemon like appear, like they kind of spoke, Peri is not going to give immediate orders to any of these Pokemon. Perry's just going to let the Pokemon do Pokemon because that's what you had requested, and their charm was lower than yours, surprisingly.
That's a.
But I
What
rolled
do
a
you mean
1 on a
surprisingly?
D4. Well, he only rolled like a 4.
I rolled a
I'd
4.
be live
It's
about
a
it.
means it beats it.
That's-
But at this moment, as you like go and the battle begins, all of the Pokemon begin to rush towards each other. Of course, Richter and Anchor. Whereas you have these two hulking boom Pokemon
These homunculus type Pokemon.
that are running at it. It
What
is
is happening?
comedically one-sided. As Tangrowth is actually going to get to the middle of the battlefield, stop, and you see all of its roots into the ground as it leaves like a large ball of roots sitting, but it's now rooted itself. It has ingrained itself into the ground. That is going to be its turn. And then Shelgon's turn. I think Shelgon just no schmoove. So Shogun is going to, it just no schmoove. So it sees another dragon, and I'm actually gonna roll to see if it. Okay. It sees another dragon and goes, this shit's not gonna fly, and to Richter, and is immediately going to just like take Richter and just pull its whole body back and poof, try and rage into his face. So let's go physical attack versus physical defense.
Jesus.
Dragon v dragon, dude. Dragons don't like other dragons.
Gross.
Word.
This
Y'all
is gonna be
just get
such a
along.
one-sided battle.
That's a 4.
That's a fucking 14.
Yeah, so you crit.
That's a 7 plus 7.
God.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 plus 3.
So that's gonna be 1 wound from rage and then plus the crit. So it's gonna be 4 wounds to Richter off the bat. I pass turn to Richter.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Richter. What do I want you to do? Yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to. Oh, I'm sorry. For my Pokemon meal.
Oh yeah, who did you pick and what's that?
I have chosen Anchor and Special Attack for
Okay,
the meal.
cool. That's good to know. Okay, because that hasn't been affected yet. So with that, it is, I believe, Richter's turn. What is Richter doing?
Richter is going to do
Richter?
his good old-fashioned Sand Tomb
Oh,
to
fuck
try
me.
and get both of them.
Okay.
Just because, oldie but goldie. And we'll see how that goes. Because honestly, I was thinking it was going to be a Gyarados because I was like, oh, well, the Intimidate's not going to work. So I needed to think about all this. But now I don't have to worry about that.
The
So I
moment
feel a
that
little
I
better.
said that Shelgon was on the field and you realized Gyarados wasn't coming
I
into
was like,
this fight.
oh no, I'm not getting Gyarados. Okay, so that should be a D8. Wow.
What am I rolling? Why am I rolling d20s? What am I doing? What am I
Stop,
rolling?
don't do that.
Yeah,
Am
don't
I
do
rolling
that.
defense is what I'm rolling?
Garbanzo beans. This is only a 5.
Oh, I literally cannot roll that low.
Yeah, so you're good. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
I cannot roll lower than 8.
So what Anchor's gonna do on his turn is Anchor is going to but Richter will dig under the ground just to kind of give him some obscure.
He's going to use his burrow speed to go down underground. That's good to know.
Okay, so Anchor is going to move up a little bit, very slowly, and just kind of like creepily move along the ground, and then is going to try to hit the two of them with an ancient power.
Okay.
You're gonna see the as he kind of gets closer, he's gonna like leap, and then kind of like how you saw it was a Tangrowth.
Tangrowth, yeah.
Tangrowth, jeez. How the
No, Tangrowth,
tentacles
Tangrowth.
kind of went into the into the ground and kind of ingrained his little vines that are coming out from his face will reach into the ground, and then you're gonna just see chunks of earth just like start to pulsate and then chunk off of the ground and start floating. And then will kind of hone in that area of where they all are, which is it's a 6 square range.
Okay.
in that
Cool.
location.
And that is I've got ancient power here, so that's a special, so I'll roll special defense for both.
Yep. So
I wonder if I just told you something that I have, and maybe on one of my character sheets as well.
Or
You
not.
have ancient power?
Because I've got ancient power written on one of my Pokemon. That is a
Hell.
10 and a 9 is what I've got.
I'm rolling abysmal. I'm rolling abysmally. So I rolled a 1 on my regular die, a 4 on my trainer die thing, and then it's a rank 4. So it's a 9 in total, so it does nothing.
Actually, meets it, beats it. One of mine is at a 9, first of all, is
Oh,
what I
wow.
already said. So
Neat.
Tangrowth is going to take that ancient power.
Okay, so and then each creature may be hit by the 10. There's a 10% chance that it'll raise all of my stat sizes by 1 until the
So
end
you
of
roll
the
a
battle.
d10, and if you get a 10, you get to raise all your stats.
That's not gonna get a 10 here. Yeah. So no.
Yeah.
But that is used. It is.
Okay.
So it's 2 wounds
Okay.
plus stab.
So
it is a
yep.
major wound.
Okay, so that's a major wound, and then I don't resist. I don't believe I resist that. Oh, I forgot to write
I
down
don't
what
think
Tangrowth
Tangrowth
resists. Let me look up. I forgot to write down what Tangrowth resists. Ignore me.
Wow, clearly we're prepared.
We're so prepared. Shut the. Okay. Let's see here. Water, electric, ice, poison, flying, bug. Okay, none of those is rock type, so I take the full major wound from that. Okay. Okay. Anything? Oh, is anything else for that turn?
That is it. He's just kind of chilling there. So
Okay. So remember how I said Tangrowth had ingrained this turn?
heal yourself.
As it heals, you notice that there is a bit of vine that isn't like vine in the Pokemon. You see there's like this gnarled root that is being held onto by the vines. as the big root is going to restore an additional wound as well.
Ooh. So it basically just undid all that damage.
No, I took one. I'm at one. I took one.
Okay.
So sorry, Matt.
It's fine.
You said I'm going to bring the toddler babies, and we're not going to hurt these guys.
Thresh. Thresh.
Let's see here.
All of my guys are toddler babies.
I know you could evolve them, but you haven't.
I can't.
This is the karma.
I can't. Statistically, I can't right now.
That's true. Okay. With that is going to go to the crowd's turn. The crowd is split and doesn't know how to feel about this battle. So what are you guys doing?
I mean, we heard what the agreement was, right? We all heard that?
No friendship.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're not
Feel free to
using
give me friendship if you
friendship.
want, I'm not
do you
using
wanna,
it.
I mean, do you want to farm? How fast do you want this battle to go?
It's going. However you want to do it. I'm not. Seth is just letting the world exist around him.
Matt's throwing.
Just moving forward.
Matt's
I'm not throwing.
Is what's going
I'm
on.
not throwing because it's not going to make a difference. Because if I would have used Bowie just would have gotten clapped a lot quicker.
That's fair.
That's fair.
It was
What are you
grass type,
thinking,
grass
Gavin?
type.
I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to meta game, just give Lileep some friendship.
Some friendship
because we
just
can.
to get it going. Yeah.
Because it's a new
You guys want to
Pokemon.
both just pour some friendship into this fucking
That may have
Pokemon?
been my plan. Who knows?
I mean, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Do you want to go for it?
Go,
What's
let's-
that cheer look like? As it's a Pokemon you've never met.
Welcome to the team, Lileep.
Welcome, Lileep. That.
Da-da-da-da.
Welcome, Lileep.
You see Anchor
Yay.
turns the tentacled head and just goes from its
Oh,
little head and its little
that's
tentacles.
a creepy Pokemon.
It's so
have to
cute.
make him
What
that
are you
creepy,
talking
Aaron.
about? It's not creepy. It's cute.
It doesn't look
it's-
like a
it's
thing.
Cute. Your voice for it is
No,
interesting.
yeah, your voice is what's making it not cute.
Lileep.
It's a little slow, and I
Yeah,
love
give
it.
him like a Lily. He's just quiet.
Lily.
That's all he is. You're
Yeah,
adding too much to the eep.
Oop.
That's
You got too
yeah.
much
Stop
bass.
that.
Okay, then I'll go higher with it. I'll figure it out. I'll land on this eventually. Not everything
Thanks,
is always
guys,
10 out of
for
10
for
immediately.
friendship.
I can't gibble immediately every time. It's not always going to be
Fair.
gibbles.
Fair enough.
For every Gibble, we get a Lileep.
Oh fuck
Yeah, we gotta
you!
work on that-
I
we
thought
gotta
it
work
was
on
good. Okay.
But yeah, that's the turn.
Okay. Yeah. So you take 2 friendship to well, it's gonna go to Tangrowth. Tangrowth. I don't want to bully any of these Pokemon.
Dude,
Like,
Yeah,
Tangrowth has a
win because she
consciousness.
feels bad.
It's what the Pokemon would do. I'm not controlling anything.
That's
They're doing it
true.
on their own.
All right. Well, it's gonna Tangrowth's gonna fucking return fire on the ancient power then. No, that's not smart. That's not what they would do. They would actually just power whip. Yeah, gonna power whip. And go ahead and roll physical defense for Anchor. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Okay.
Little Anchor.
How dare you?
so
He
that's
just
gonna
got
be-
here.
He's so
Uh,
cute. He's having a
my
good
first-
time too. That's the worst part. Is you guys are going, let's go, Lileep, and he's like, Lileep.
Lily's
He's
like,
just
it's
having
my
his little
first day.
thing.
So that's gonna be 11.
11. Okay. 11 is going to succeed because I've got a 2 plus 7, which is what, 9? That's
Yes,
9,
that
right?
is
That's how
math.
math.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
math
yeah.
works. Okay. So with that is going to be the power whip. The ground next to Anchor, there's just a gouge from the 5 wounds that he was about to deal.
Oof.
And it's gonna go to Shelgon's turn. Shelgon does want to go after Richter because Dragon v Dragon want to fight. But Richter, what is Richter's size currently?
Small.
Small. Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming he's
Yeah,
very
Shogun is
tiny.
currently,
he's only
if I remember
like 2 feet tall, so I don't know
correctly-
the size difference.
Yeah, 2 foot tall. That is small. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Tall equals
2
small.
foot tall, and then I'm 3'7", so that's medium. Yeah. Okay. So Shogun's not going to be easily able to dig after. So it's just going to try and hit through the ground. There's no way it can avoid the full obscurity penalty. Okay. Go ahead and roll physical defense for Richter as Shogun is going to pick itself up and just try and fucking slam itself with all of its muscles into the ground. But I'm going to take the I'm going to take the penalty. I dropped my die. That is
That's a
cocked,
4.
and I'm really sad because that would have exploded if it wasn't cocked. Okay, that's
Steady rolling ones.
you rolled another
ones-
one?
It's a D4. What do you
Dude.
expect?
That's fair.
I expect you to roll 4s.
Yeah.
Let's see, does that
I
crit?
did.
No,
I
it
got a
doesn't because
4.
of the
I rolled a
point.
1 plus
so
my
I got a
rank. That's a
10 because it's
default
8
4.
plus 2. Because instead of 8 plus 7, it's 8 plus 2.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be 10. So that's gonna hit. So the double edge is going to hit. Richter is gonna go ahead and take 4 wounds.
Okay.
And Shelgon is gonna go ahead and take 1. Because of the recoil. Okay. And that is gonna be Richter's turn.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and have Richter is going to jump out from the ground
Okay.
and try to hit the Shelgon with a Iron Head.
Ooh.
Mm.
And see how that goes. That's gonna be
Okay. I roll physical defense.
8 attack.
Okay.
Wow, terrible. So that's a 4. Rolled another
I got
1.
12. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I'm
just
so
not good.
sorry that you're not rolling well.
It had to catch up at some point. I don't roll well, guys.
I'm
It's
so sorry.
okay.
And you've went so much of this campaign without hitting your normal player curse. I thought you could ignore it for Unbeatable.
It's okay.
Oh,
That's fine.
this is
It's
so
bound
sorry.
to happen
Okay.
at some point.
Anchor's turn.
So Anchor is going to not use the other move because he didn't get hit. Let's go ahead and have, and the others haven't taken that much damage. So
Matt's doing a thunk right now.
I like
really
thunk.
can't do much else because I need him to get hit for his stuff to work and
Yep.
or to be beneficial in any type of way. That's not working.
I'm sorry I
Um,
missed.
Yeah, it's fine.
What do you mean you
Okay.
missed?
We'll do a brine. So we're
Okay.
gonna try to hit. We'll do Shelgon with a
Okay.
brine. And so it's gonna spray some acidic water straight from that little chalice cup shape that he has for his
Go for it.
face, and it's gonna try and soak Shelgon if possible. This is
Shelgon, like Shelgyat.
He's gotta be kidding me with all these dice rolls. That's a 2. Love that. Then, that is a 4, so a 10 in total. That's a double-digit number.
Can I roll for Matt?
I'm rolling 2d12 for attacking on this.
Meets it,
You got a
meets
3?
it, buddy. 3 plus 7.
That's great. Love that. Cool. Take your measly 2 wounds. 'Cause you're
Reduced
not
to
taking
1
more
because
damage.
I resist water type.
Amazing.
Dragons
Shelgon resist water type?
Yeah, I found out
Weird.
that dragons resist fire, water, electric, and grass.
That's like the
What
anti-starter.
the fuck?
like,
That's what I'm
squad.
No
saying. It's all
doubt.
4 starter types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Which I think was probably the intention.
I just realized in terms of weaknesses, I wrote Ice Dragon Gary instead of Fairy.
We're weak to
that's
Gary.
funny.
We all
but
be
that's
weak
my
into these to
turn.
Gary. Oh no. Okay, crowd turn. What are you guys doing?
Oh.
Do you guys just want to save up your guys' things to see if you can get another friendship into this thing
We're not
before the
getting
end of
another
the
round here.
battle?
I was gonna say, how many more rounds do you think you're gonna last?
Honestly, Anchor can last a minute, I think.
Anchor lasts a hot minute.
Anchor can last a hot minute. But this was not the Pokemon he was expecting to fight. So I don't know. Richter's gone for sure. Don't even shed a tear for Richter. He's gonna
Richter's gone. Okay.
go to sleep. He's gonna go to sleep this next round.
Do any of your Pokemon have any big hits left?
Define big hits. What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
Like
Like,
a
if I
water
give you a
spout.
get 'em, is there anything
Yeah.
cool
No.
that you can do with that?
No. I mean,
No?
I could try and hit with like a Sand Tomb with Richter, but he's gonna get knocked out before
Doesn't
he even
Richter
gets
have
his
a
turn.
dragon type move?
He does, but I was trying to flinch.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mm.
I just want you to
But
go
I have
out
to
with
hit.
one big hit. I'm not asking you to win here.
You know, there's a cool big hit I could do. I just need to be hit to do it, but I can't do it.
sorry. I'll hit you
And
next round. I promise. I'll
The
try.
other move that I could have done that would have done more damage, they need to be weak, but they need to be hit to be weak, and they can't
That's
be
true,
that.
that's
And
true,
the recoil
that's
on
true.
it is 1, and they're resistant to everything else.
Matt's
Aaron
really
went
fucked
sicko
right now.
mode when I'm playing the game for the story mode. I'm not
Yeah.
playing a challenging mode, and
Exactly,
Aaron's playing on a
exactly.
challenging mode, and it's like, oh, these
Yeah,
aren't
because
matched.
this is a top 16 of a
I-
tournament. Yeah.
Wow.
I brought
did
my shit.
not- I
Yeah.
truly
I'm just
did not
gonna-
realize how much you were up against there.
Get
Wow.
him, Lileep.
I said that Burrty had the easiest challenge of the three of you for today's
Yep.
battles. Yeah.
Mine was also
Um,
top 32.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll match the get him for the Lily. We'll do
Okay.
a +2 attack for the Lily.
Let's see if Lileep can do anything cool before the end of the battle.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if
Uh,
anything, because he hasn't used a dragon move. What did he use on me last time?
He used double edge. Normal.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna just use a dragon move and that'll knock me out. Okay. We're good.
Mm.
Continue as you.
Fun fact: my dragon type does not
As
know any
you-
dragon type moves
What?
Sucks to
because
suck,
there were
man.
other combos planned with the rest of those moves, with other members of this team, depending on who you guys went up against. Okay.
I still don't even know what that combination power move would be in terms of like what the strat would have been.
Strat was fine. It was okay. It wasn't the best. I had better strats.
This strat's
against
working
Burrty.
pretty good for you.
Yeah, no, it's working good. I'm saying like the complexity was like key with Spike. Okay. Tangrowth's turn is gonna go up.
The more complex, the easier it is for me to fuck it over.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna try and power whip on Anchor again. Let's see.
No!
Anchor, give me that physical defense die. Why did I pick up another D20? Stop it. Stop it. Kenna conditioned me to being able
I
to
forgot to
attack
have
with
Richter
D20s in this
big.
game.
It's fine.
God,
Was
Kenna,
that
why did you
my
let me do
fault?
that?
Focus on the battle.
Okay, what did you get, Matt?
7.
7? Okay, 12 to 7. I will hit you with a power whip. Lileep, does Lileep resist grass type moves?
No, it's just normal.
Okay, so it's gonna be 5 wounds from a power whip.
Yeah. Damn.
And then next one up is gonna be yeah, it's just gonna be oof, Lileep just into the ground. Everyone cheered for it, and then it got brutalized. And
I
it's
think Lileep gets hit and it does that thing where it like indents in the ground and then it's like and like kind of like slinkies back up to just being
okay, and then there's gonna be Shogun's turn. Shogun is gonna go for Richter. And that is going to be a let's go for a Zen headbutt. Let's see here. So it's gonna be attack. Go ahead, physical defense.
psychic
Richter.
move.
A psychic
Physical
move.
defense.
Do
Guys,
it.
what if you think I'm gonna roll on this D4? It's gonna
A
be a
4.
1, I'm telling you now.
It's
a
gonna be a
4.
4.
Oh, wow, I did roll a 4. Neat.
Oh, there we go. Very
Another
cool.
one.
So that's a no, we're not that good. So that will be a 10.
10. So you're gonna go ahead and take the full Zen headbutt. You're gonna take 3 wounds on Richter. And then we gotta roll for flinch.
And then we
That's,
gotta roll
HP?
for fuck
HP.
off.
Why am I the villain? What did I
You
do
have always
wrong?
been the villain.
But I'm also every hero and ally you have in this game. And
Surprisingly,
also,
the
I
villains
exploded twice
outweigh-
on this, so it was 16.
oh, cool, you don't flinch because I rolled a 2 plus 7, which is 9.
Great.
There we go. Okay.
So Richter is going to, as his last little hurrah, is going to try to hit the Shelgon with a Dragon Claw.
Okay, yeah.
And this is more of a Richter just trying to interact with another dragon. And all the dragon's been doing is just be aggressive back
Yeah.
towards Richter.
Shogun is an
Um,
extremely aggressive Pokemon already, and then there's
So
a
I
dragon in
think-
front of him.
I think Richter went into this fight with what I had given him the heading of, which is just have fun. It's a battle. Do what you want to do, but like have fun at the end of the day. And he's trying to do that, but the other Pokemon is just being aggressive to the point where it's like Richter is trying his hardest just to like play nice, but then just it's not working. And so you start to see that where he would normally Dragon Rage and do that large type of explosion like he had before of energy, but now it's kind of just like honed into it just going straight into his hands, and he just runs up and just starts trying to claw at the that outer shell.
Little guy going sicko
and-
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, like misso mode, I'm gonna miss for sure. I think.
Why are you putting that in the universe?
Because it already happened.
Well, I rolled a 9.
that's-
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's gonna work because I rolled a 6.
This fight is so demoralizing.
For real. And what's worse is that it's my fun big dice, so it's like
No.
then it goes to Anchor's turn, which is can't use that move because it was a physical move that hit me, so that
Oh.
defeats that idea too. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and have Anchor try to hit the Shelgon with a how much damage has Shelgon taken?
Shogun has taken 2 wounds.
2. Okay. He's gonna hit him with a Giga Drain. Try to hit with that.
Okay, fuck yeah.
if that
Spec defense is
goes-
only a D6.
Ah.
Fucking go.
30. It was 14 plus 12 plus 4. I think that's right. I could be wrong. Is my math right?
What was the number?
Don't be impressed. It's not gonna.
much?
This is
What?
not gonna do much in
said
terms of the grand
30.
scheme of it.
Okay, what was the
think
total
that
numbers
math
that you
is
just said? Yeah, read them
I
out.
said I rolled a 5, a 9, a 12,
Okay,
and
14
a
plus 12 is
4,
gonna be
or like
27.
plus my rank.
That's gonna be 31.
31. Okay, so 31.
So you crit on my 9.
Yay!
So that would
Good
be
God, I hope so.
I rolled a 25
2
earlier. It did not.
minor wounds plus stab, so it does a major wound. But with the crit, it does another minor, right?
It's another major.
Another
so
major.
3, yeah.
Okay, so it does that, and then
So what's the total number of wounds on that?
so that would be 2 major because it like
2
it,
major?
one
Okay.
hit.
And then
Does a
minus
major.
1 because of the grass resistance. So that is gonna leave Shelgon at 2 wounds.
Okay, what how much do
We're
I
not using
heal
friendship.
off of that? Because it's
you
half
heal for
of-
double. You
Damn.
heal for double that, so you're gonna heal the full. Or sorry, no, half of that. You heal for half
No,
of that.
it's
Sorry,
half.
not double that. My brain was doing math the
You
wrong
know,
direction.
excited for nothing.
So it
if
was
you did 5 and then it's rounded up, so you're gonna heal 3. You're gonna heal 3.
got it. Okay, so I'll just
Yeah.
take away major. Nice,
Damn.
cool.
Damn, that was effective.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then that's it.
okay, and then it's back to the crowd's turn. What are you guys doing?
I want to
currently
get
sitting
him.
at
Who
1
just
point.
did that? Anchor?
Oh wait,
Anchor
did
did
people
that.
give me a get 'em? Yeah, anyway, I don't remember what the last.
Yeah, it would have been a
cheer
33.
was.
Sorry, on anchors.
Okay.
Damn. Still though, seeing that, Corinne's gonna be like, it's been like silence the whole time because Corinne hasn't wanted to say anything, and seeing that, Corinne goes, "Wow!" and it's like, yeah, and it's gonna do a get him for Anchor.
Can you, Matt, real quick, roll me a special defense roll for anchor?
Special defense. That's not as good.
Tell me if you get
let's
over
see
a
if
5
it's
or not.
more than a 1. That's a lot to ask. 'Cause that means I just need to roll a 1. Okay, that's 10.
10. Remember, special defense is the Pokemon equivalent of charm. So with
Oh.
that, as you start, as like there's that like silence as a move is suddenly used by Matt's team that like does a lot, and Corinne goes, "Woo!" There's like 4 other Pokemon that are like people that are like, "Woo!" You're gonna get the crowd favor at this point.
Yay!
What are you doing, Burrty, right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna join in and be like, "Come on, Lily, let's see what you can do."
All right, so we're doing another get 'em.
Yeah. Double get
That's a
him.
+3 get 'em to Lily to fucking Anchor.
Come on, do something.
Dude, Anchor's having a great time, man. He's got 2 friendship. People are cheering him on. He's got
He's
a
got 4
plus-
friendship now. He started with 2.
No, I'm saying he gained an extra 2.
Oh,
like
gotcha,
he's like,
gotcha.
You
yeah,
got
yeah,
drawn
he's-
back from the afterlife of Pokemon and thrown
Yeah.
into a tournament.
Yeah, he's having a great time, man. This is great. Okay. With that, we're gonna go back up to the top to Tangrowth's turn. That was spooky.
That's crazy
Tangrowth-
that Tangrowth is the fastest.
Yeah. Which is funny because I haven't even had to use its chlorophyll ability yet, which isn't in sunny weather. It like doubles its speed.
Mhm.
And gets to re-roll its speed die. Let's see here. So Tangrowth is, yeah, we're getting rid of Richter. We need to get Richter out of here. So it's gonna turn.
No.
And it's going to, one tentacle is going to come out towards Richter. Go ahead and roll physical defense. Okay, what'd you get?
4.
Okay, so at this point in time, there's going to be this like thin tendril that wraps around Richter. You're going to take 1 wound, but you are currently bound. So for the next,
He's back.
What?
He's out. He had 1 wound left.
Oh, he had 1 wound left.
Yeah.
Baby, no!
And that's all she wrote.
Oh, and you back to him. Oh no! Okay, so with that, it's gonna be Shogun's turn. Shogun turns to the prehistoric Pokemon, and you see none of the rage that Shogun felt towards Gible in any way. Oh, I miss the rage. At this point, Shogun is going to turn, and it doesn't have rage, so it's not going to use rage. So it's going to go for a Zen Headbutt. Let's see here. That is a 12
12, and that's a
physical defense.
That's a 6.
Okay. So it's gonna hit. It's gonna go ahead and deal 3 damage to, or 3 wounds to you. Skibbity.
Boop, bump, bump. Okay. Yep.
And then it goes to as it's just like a gentle like boof into its thing. These Pokemon have realized at this point very much that these Pokemon are like at least infantile, if not younger. And it seems like they're pulling their punches to be a little bit less vicious and trying to be a little bit nicer, especially Shogun now that there's not another dragon in its immediate vicinity. Let's see here. With that, it is going to go ahead and go to Anchor's turn. Anchor's a +3 get 'em.
We'll do a brine on Shelgon again.
Okay.
Yeah, pickle that bitch.
Making me roll my spec defense D6.
Ha ha.
I don't think this D6 has rolled me anything other than a 2 tonight. The fucking 2.
That's just the way it is.
25. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, just 25.
Let me get this straight.
Plus more. Sorry, I didn't have the whatever the crowd thing was.
28.
20 something.
So, you know the scene in the first Captain Marvel movie where they reveal that the cat is a flurkin and like tentacles come out of its mouth?
Yeah.
This Shelgon thought it was dealing with like a little baby Pokemon, and it goes and bumps it in the head, and what does it look like as Lileep deals? So wait, it's base 2, right?
Base 2.
Or base 2 plus
because
stab.
it has no, it's not stab.
Oh, it's not stab? Okay.
Brine is water type.
Yeah.
But so it does 2 wounds, but because Shelgon has more than 3 damage, it does double damage, so it does 4. And then so it with the crit, so basically
7.
it just does 2 major wounds.
Yeah, because it drops down by 1 because of the thing.
Yeah.
So, what does it look like as this tiny, cute, little brutalized Pokemon just wrecks a rank 7 dragon? Because we're not using.
Damn!
I think when the hit happens, it's kind of like one of those, kind of like how Wobbuffet is like that like bouncing type of thing. It like leans back, and then you start to hear like water sloshing from the chalice head, and then it just shoots it all out in front of it, and then just knocks it back and has it tumbling and rolling away.
That's fucking wild. All right, bye,
Coryne is
Shelgon.
screaming.
Oh my god. You see there's a moment where Peri looks like genuinely like, what the fuck just happened? Like, first emotion you've seen on her face, the entire thing. Oh wait, a Pokemon is fainting on her side. Her character archetype, actually, I apologize, will kick in. Each time a Pokemon, okay, so I will not go into what the archetype is, but the first ability is called Survivor. Each time a Pokemon this trainer uses would faint, they may instead roll the trainer's fortitude die against a number equal to the number of times this battle has been used, plus the number of wounds triggering the damage. The number of wounds triggering the damage would be 7, no 6, because the minus the 1. So 6. Yeah. So it needs to be. So I need to beat a 7 with the trainer's fortitude die,
which is probably
only a D8.
Oh well.
Rolo.
Yeah, that's not going to succeed. The Shogun's going down. The Survivor does not trigger at this point in time. Okay. Yeah, Shogun. And there is a silence once again. And then as this tiny purple little fuck has just absolutely wrecked the dragon.
Don't you talk about him like that.
He's from everybody else's perspective, it's just a thing that is
doing work. He is doing work.
Okay. Fuck me. It's the crowd's turn.
I mean, get him's for life at this point.
Aaron did not write this on his bingo card. Get him's for life. All right. Gavin, are you doing anything specific with your cheer? Are you doing anything at this point?
Yeah, get him. Just go balls to the wall. Why not?
This is so fucked up. All right.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
It is.
I love it.
Tangroth's turn. All I have left are binds, so I'm gonna come at you with a bind. And this is not of the Amanda variety. Get it, Amanda binds? Funny, What'd you get for your physical defense die, Matt?
Yeah. 5.
5? Okay. I rolled, that's 8 plus 7, so it's a 15.
You crit.
So it's
God
gonna be
damn.
the one tentacle wraps around Anchor, and it's gonna do 4 wounds that are normal type. Actually, it's a rock type. So, do you resist normal type moves?
I'm rocking grass.
Okay. And at the end of each round, you're gonna take 1 extra wound.
It does 4 wounds.
4 right now. Yeah, from the hit.
Okay, what's the initial damage?
The initial damage is 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
So once we get to past your turn, you're gonna take another one.
And I'm out.
You're out?
Because I had a major wound and I had 2 major wounds, and I've taken 2 minor wounds. So the 4 would have been a major and a minor.
Who would have thought
Dude.
that bind would claim 2 fucking Pokemon in one day? This is a 1 base power move. Why does it kill?
Can kill.
What is it? I'm gonna give you full narrative control over this. What does this look like?
I don't know. I don't know what bind looks like.
Bind is just a
in
tentacle
terms
comes
of
out,
this.
wraps around, and squeezes.
I think I think the ingrain that was going on from the underground kind of shoots out from around Anchor and just kind of does a little like squeeze once, and it's like you know that toy that you squeeze with the ears pop
With
out.
the ears
and
pop
it's like
out?
that.
But it's
The
the
little
tentacles instead.
the little goggles and the tentacles go like and it just kind of falls over. And
I feel like
and
that
is
was so quick and
knocked
painless
out.
that like it's not even like traumatizing to lose like that. It's just
yeah,
like
it was a pretty passive battle.
Okay.
Across everything else. And I'll bring him back and say, you did good. The goggles were working.
yeah. It's that point where like it was so gentle that it like knocked out, but like regains consciousness long enough for you to like talk at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
And Anchor just kind of holds up like 2 of the little pink tentacles and it's like Lileep. And it's just like
Take a
oh, God.
rest.
And like normal, your opponent will walk across the field to give you a handshake, and you do see the faintest ghost of a grin on Peri's face. And she goes, "That was fun. Thank you."
Hey, and that's what we're looking for. And hopefully that was a little bit of a reprieve so that you can like kind of hit him harder in the next bout with your full team. And if I don't know what the rest of your team looks like, but I'm sure you have something for anybody else of who's going up next. So best of luck, and this was a good battle.
Peri's gonna reach into her vest pocket and pull out a small card. "I want someone to train up that dragon. Call me." And she gives you the card, and then she walks away.
Cool. Appreciate it. Cornucopia daycare, guys. Our caretaker
It's
care.
at this point that this is the ref who has dealt with you the entire tournament. Just fucking bursts out laughing. You get the ref. You got it.
This is my last time. I'll see you next time.
There's one. You know how like there's like the big TV screen where they like show all the
Yeah.
different, like audience members. It just zooms in on Finn, who opens his fisherman's vest to show a Cornucopia Daycare T-shirt, and it's just like, "That's my son."
That's
Wow.
Anyone who
Head
looks
back
at the
into the
Elite Four
tunnel.
box like just sees like fucking
Yeah.
face palms from the other gym leaders in Elite Four. What a different anime way to go out. We had the Coryne battle, which
Yo.
was like fated rivals, fight,
Wait, so
fight,
are
and
you
then this
saying-
is
Jesus.
yeah.
I hate to detract. Are you saying Lieutenant Surge is here?
No, not all of the gym leaders are here. Lieutenant Surge is not here. I don't remember. Oh, is
You
Lieutenant?
said
yeah.
Surge is here.
Yeah, Surge is here. Surge is here. Yes,
Surge
Surge
is
was on my
here.
list. Yes,
Surge is here. Misty's here. Brock's here.
Yeah.
The person from Seafoam's
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Tons of people.
Larisha's here. Yes. Surge is on my list. Yes.
I'm gonna pay for
yeah,
that when we
yeah.
come to.
Yo,
You come to
that badge.
Vermilion City, or you're gonna
That
get some
Lily-
bonuses for beating the shit out of his grandson.
that Lily put in work.
Yo, Anchor's
Goodness,
first
those
appearance,
two
he
crits.
fucking did shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was so casual too, the way you said it. Like you were like, oh yeah, because it had been like, oh 5, 7, 8, and then you're like, so that's like a 30. And I was just like,
31.
what the fuck are you talking about? That's a 30.
Because it wasn't a cool 30.
Oh, it was a pretty cool 30 to me. Fuck you.
I was gonna say I thought it was cool.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for this episode of Unbeatable. We are excited to bring you the last of the top 16 battles next time on Unbeatable. Goodbye, everybody.
Done with tournaments. Thank you for watching this episode of Unbeatable. This episode was brought to you by you, our patrons, over at our Patreon. If you're not already there, hop over. You can get access to our Discord, where we answer a whole bunch of questions for our Q&A monthly videos, and we talk to our community and share memes and a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So thank you for watching, and remember to stay unbeatable.
I am unbeatable. I'll train until I meet my goal. If stakes are high, no, I won't fold because I am unbeatable. Earning every badge, whatever it takes. I'm gonna be the best trainer. You just wait, and I know the road ahead looks like it won't be easy. I am unbeatable. Standing by my side, got my friends with me to explore a whole world of possibilities. But no matter what the challenge is, we can overcome it together. Because we are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold because we are unbeatable. We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold because we are unbeatable.